the button.
.com.
I think you may have.
Sorry, did I derail it?
We apologize for last week's show, ladies and gentlemen. No one was arrested Monday. Hey, welcome to episode 121 of the Fan Caste. How's everybody doing? I know what I'm supposed to say is I'm your host. Yeah, I'm your host, Channel Dad Brian Lape. And joining me tonight are a bunch of misfits. And I'm getting echo again. Hold on. God.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, it's
we try to be professional.
Forget it. We'll do it live. Do it live.
Right. We'll fix it next. So joining me tonight, I think this. I'm starting to overpower this mic, and I don't know why. It's really annoying. Well, I am listening as myself, but
Come on, this is broadcasters into
anyway. Prime Mover, say hello.
What?
Who?
Prime Mover, say hello.
And cut. Can we restart?
Go ahead, Appalachian American.
Welcome to the Fan Caste. I'm your host, Seth Scott. With me tonight is the one, the only, Tap and Die.
Reported live from Dallas County. White folks are dying. We getting the hell up out of here.
So is that what the 19's for?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. If you have to ask, you won't know.
Yeah. Well, what I didn't understand is I had it, and I had as myself listening, and I had it muted. It said it was muted, but it was still coming out, so I just closed it. So we're down to one person watching. We've already lost 2/3 of our audience.
Ooh.
Well, if you are still listening, thank you very much. And Tommy, you're the last one to say howdy.
How's it going? Hey, I need to think of a new name instead of Tommy. Y'all all got cool names, and I just got my name.
Hey, yeah. I had to do one. I had to make the Appalachian American, so whatever.
He started a whole trend with that too.
I did. It was hilarious.
Yeah, it reminds me. I meant to change mine before we got too far into it. Can I change? I can't. I can't change it. What?
You'll have to start a new session.
I'll have to remove myself from stream.
Yes, don't cross stream.
Yes. Right.
I'll change it. I was going to put Lepa Zanus all run together.
Ooh.
So, anyway,
it's worse than the COVID.
I don't know. So, what do you guys got? People dying in the streets, right and left, where you guys live?
Yes.
Because here in Cincinnati, we're like 5 or 6 million a minute or something like that.
I'm a part of an elite class called the essential worker, so I'm good.
Me too.
Oh yeah, me too.
I'm essential.
Yeah, I've been working from home and I absolutely hate it.
Really?
2 weeks.
That just seems like it'd be fun for a little bit.
The novelty wears off in about 3 days, and the fact that it takes me almost 12 hours to get 8 hours of work done because the dogs are pestering me, and then my wife wants to do something, and then this happens, and then the dogs are barking at God knows what, and I got to tell them to shut up because I'm on a conference call, and then they want to go out, and then my wife has to go run an errand for my parents, and then I have to drive her because everybody's got all the cars, and just my old car with a clutch that has 200,000 miles on it that she don't want to drive. And I'm like, oh my God,
why don't you cry about it?
I know. If we weren't banned from HQ, I'd go to work. I would have gone this week. I would have said, screw it, I'm going into the office.
Well, it's affecting the elderly, so you're good there.
Hey, question. So if it only affected the youth, do you think it'd be as bad as it is now? Like with them closing everything?
Yeah. Do you want a real answer to that?
Yeah.
I mean, look, I had friends of mine on Facebook who blasted the crap out of me because they completely misunderstood what I said. So I'm going to give a full caveat here. I understand it's a serious disease. Okay. But, it's just a political opportunity. So it wouldn't have mattered.
Oh yeah.
It is, yeah, we'll get some people protesting war, but politicians will go out and they send young people out to die by the tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands. So
yeah,
it's just considering when I saw that 99% of the responses was a political motivated, maneuver, I was like, look, this is serious. Let's isolate the sick. Let's isolate the people around them. In particular, now that we've got pharmaceutical companies donating millions. Last week I was reading an article that between the three companies that they all expected to be fully ramped up by the 31st of March, there were going to be 150 million of those oxyhydrochlorine pills. Whatever it's hydroxy. Anyway, you guys know what I'm talking about. Malaria. Okay. We have a cure that's worked in 4 countries, and if one more person tells me it's anecdotal, I think I will punch them. Okay. You have a doctor in New York, 350 patients. Okay. This is normally how we treat the stuff. We isolate the sick, we isolate those around them, we give them treatments. What the heck, people, my daughter and I were arguing about today, we get a vaccine. Where's the swine flu vaccine?
Yeah.
It just disappeared. Why didn't it come back the next year? Now, some of these went for a year, but when you look at these, even the Spanish flu only lasted 18 months, and that killed at least 40 million people worldwide.
We were thinking about today at work, and people were talking about it. It says it sounds more like a DC comic would make this up. Yeah.
I think the response has been, this is one of these things where the response is the cure, and the governmental cure is going to be worse than the disease. So we get a bill passed in Congress, a crap ton of money we don't have, our great-great-grandchildren aren't going to even have. And we could have avoided complete economic meltdown by a more sensible response. So now, granted, it didn't help that China hid a lot of this stuff, but it also didn't help that our own CDC in December, we're going to make our own test kit that failed, even though there were companies that had tests on the market. And the FDA got in the way. And I know people hate Trump, but he basically cut through the red tape and said, yeah, we'll give them permission afterwards. Did they work? Yes. Okay, get them out now. Forget the 6 month of FDA trials. Let's get these things out there.
Yeah.
And, and I said it last week, and I've told the people, when I look at China's response, they were covering up one of two things: that something was going on, or that something got out of their labs. So, the way that they responded was really a cover up of some sort. And some audience member just left. But anyway, I don't know. Maybe it's the prism today of made me so jaded that everything has a political response, even though it shouldn't have.
Oh, and I have one more question for y'all. Did y'all see where they made Superman, but he was communist cartoon?
Oh, the Red Sun?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet. I'm gonna.
Didn't they do that Captain America as well, or made him a Nazi or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched it, and it is. They try to literally make communists sound good.
Oh, so this was a cartoon?
Thing.
Like a cartoon, not a comic book. Oh.
Yeah, it's a cartoon.
Well, I think it was based off an old comic, yeah.
Yeah, but at the end, he stays communist.
Yeah. Well, I'm not surprised.
Let's talk to all those millions of people that died under it. So,
but
I still think we disagree.
But the Americans in that movie are horrible. Like they're so stereotypical of what I guess another country would see us as.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just watched it to see how it ended. Like, I didn't even get into it.
Mm-hmm. It sounds interesting to be like, oh, okay, what if? Sometimes what if stories are good, but if all you're going to do is just make them look like, you always got people complain about, oh, well, we make movies here in America about, their enemy is, whoever X, Vietnamese, communists. They want to complain that, oh, well, we didn't make them so bad, we just made them bad. But when they make us look bad, oh, it's okay, because we're assholes. That's, it's typical of that shit. I'm not surprised. I just wanted to see it as a what if. Like my brother too, he loves the DC movies. They make some good ones. And then I'm like, okay, that'd be cool. But then if they're just gonna go do that, I probably won't even watch it. I won't even care if they're gonna just be assholes about it. Because this is an American story. This is made by DC,
Oh,
and
yeah.
a lot of these people are all just straight up want to be communists because they think they're going to be saved if it ever happens. Nuh-uh. You go to that red line like all of us. Only thing you're going to be good for is drawing the posters, the propaganda posters. And that's about it. But
yep.
We'll see.
When we're done with you, we'll send you to the gulag.
Yep. Second, is the
Speaking of
second you
movies,
become a problem or you become useless.
Yeah.
speaking of
ahead,
movies, I
Tom.
want to talk straight to Appalachian American.
Yo,
You ready?
yeah.
I think a couple weeks ago, or maybe even last week, you were feeling kind of down because you saw a movie and you liked it and you thought you shouldn't have liked it because of the
Yep.
director.
Yeah, I know what
Knives
you're
Out.
talking about.
I
Yep.
saw it and it's actually a pretty funny movie. It's pretty good.
Right?
It's,
Thank
it's,
you.
It's no, it's no The Last Jedi, but it's pretty good.
Right.
Yeah. So you are vindicated, my man.
Oh, thank you.
Which movie is this?
Knives Out.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, I can understand why, but yeah, I mean, I didn't plan. It didn't look interesting to me anyway.
I mean,
Yeah.
the
It
guy's
didn't really
got
have too
talent.
much to do.
He just didn't work in The Last Jedi. I mean,
Yeah.
it just
Yeah, he's not,
wasn't
he can't
his
do
genre.
Star Wars movies.
right,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the Ryan Johnson conundrum.
right.
That's
'Cause
the
Wilbur
that's
was
what
decent.
Appalachian was feeling.
Right. So it was actually pretty funny. A nice
Yep.
whodunit mystery.
Mm-hmm.
So
He killed himself,
Well, that's
right?
good because I think
Yeah,
of
he
a movie
did.
that falls in like that, where it's like, yeah, the director and all that shit, but I can't think of one at the moment. But I see what you mean. Yeah, like he was out of his element doing Star Wars. He shouldn't have been doing it. He should have got
Right.
someone better.
Yeah,
qualified.
he did a good murder mystery. That was pretty good.
and
How many
again,
stars would you get it?
Ooh.
1 out of 5.
Oh man. 3 3/4.
I'm at 3.5.
Yeah.
Who done it? Well, we'll see. Like I said,
It's definitely a good Redbox movie if you guys are interested. I mean, $1 or something.
Well, I might
For a
actually go
night.
back to Redbox because I watched something on Netflix called 100 Humans.
Yeah.
And they basically make them competition between you two. But like they did man versus woman, and they only picked competitions that women would win.
I missed the rainbow.
But-
But I don't even remember what those trees look like.
I'm glad for her input.
Well, maybe she
So
liked
I only got
Knives Out.
LMP. But I was saying,
it's little. I like that.
yeah, that too. Whatever she's saying, I agree with what she's saying. But yeah, I mean, I could maybe if it comes up on Netflix, I'll take it. I don't really want to rent. I'll get lazy to rent movies anyway. I don't even go out to go to red boxes. I always just wait for someone to buy it, or it'll show up eventually on one of the streaming services.
Yeah. What streaming services do you have, Tap?
See, I got Hulu, Netflix, Vudu. What else? Prime, Amazon Prime. Now, granted, only one of them
I'm sure-
I paid for.
I'm pretty sure you can rent it on Vudu or Amazon Prime.
Yeah,
Has
probably.
anyone
You believe me?
Yeah, we saw it
Anyone
on
what?
Amazon Prime.
Dad. Are you live?
have y'all seen Bloodshot?
What were we gonna say, Tom?
I want to.
No.
It is so good. I give it a 5-star rating.
Oh,
5 out of 5?
5 out of 5. I enjoyed
Damn.
it.
That's better
Ooh.
than David Lean's what's that? Out of Africa. Or no, Attenborough's Out of Africa. Come on now.
The only complaint I can have is they didn't give a good backstory.
Jason David Frank was one of the henchmen fighters.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I really want to see it. I just haven't had a chance to get to it.
I would also recommend I think I did it last week, but I'll recommend it again. It's so good. Midway.
Midway.
Yeah, I
Oh,
want to see
okay.
that.
I heard that was good too, actually.
Really good.
Is it like
'Cause I saw
sci-fi
the original
fantasy
one.
or is it?
No, it's like the Battle of Midway of World War II.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I saw the one they made in the 70s, I think it was, with Peter Fonda, I think it was on.
Yeah, that was
I saw that one.
the director was trying to make it to fill in a lot of the holes that the 1976 version left out, and you really get a good character study here. So, and the effects are incredible.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Is it kind of
Yeah,
like
that-
that one
What's that?
where the one they like it looked like a straight shot the whole time? I don't remember what
No,
it's
that's the
called.
World War One movie,
Yeah.
1918 or
Oh,
1917.
1917. Yeah, I just saw
Yeah.
that one.
I want to see
And-
it, but it kind of reminds me of that where I don't know if they're like saying it's always on that character or you look like you are that character.
No,
What-
what they're trying to say is that it looks like it's a one take. Like they filmed the entire movie without changing the camera or the film or anything. And you get the impression, but you know they cannot film a movie straight through.
Right.
Oh yeah, that'd be way
In
too hard.
2-hour movie in one shot. But they make you think that.
Yeah, kind of like the best example I can think of is the Kingsman fight, the one at the church or the one in that final battle on the second one. They show you, like I saw, there was a video that was showing, like, give you like, oh, this is how we do it, how we make it look like it's a one shot, all that stuff. But it's still pretty good. Hey, if you can do it right, you know, you pull it off, it looks amazing.
It's a Sam Mendes film, so he did Skyfall and I believe American Beauty, if I'm not mistaken on that one.
That's
He's a
the
good
one with
director.
the trash bag
Yes.
floating in the wind.
My
Yes.
friend's been kidnapped.
I haven't seen that one,
Good
but
flick.
I've heard of it.
Good flick.
I'm not tired. I'm not tired.
So
I don't think what else did he do. That guy what are the ones that he did? I feel like I've seen some of his movies. More
well,
of that one.
like I said, Skyfall, but I'm trying to remember another one he did before this one.
You know, I actually kind of like Skyfall. That's the only Daniel Craig Bond one that I kind of like. I mean, it didn't last that long, but it was decent compared to the other ones because I'm not a Daniel Craig fan.
Yeah.
Pierce Brosnan all the way for me.
Yep. Just like Doctor Who is David Tennant.
I've never watched Doctor Who.
Christopher Eccleston, you coward.
Oh my gosh. I'm a Tom Baker guy. I grew up with him, but I still love me some Tennant.
Yeah. No, I have to agree, especially on the reboot. I mean, I like Christopher Eccleston, and it was a good transition, but David Tennant just kind of owned it. And yeah, I grew up on Tom Baker, and who's the guy that wore the celery?
Bill Celery.
Bill what?
Bill Celery.
Bill Celery.
Bill Celery.
He wore his name.
Like broccoli.
Like
Or
Toby
the
Broccoli.
or something like that.
Is Doctor Who really good?
Was.
Yeah.
I've
So I
only
hear,
watched one episode, and that's
Colin
where it showed
Baker.
a person's face literally stretched and it looked like a skin with a piece of face on it. And it was like the end of the
Like an
world
actor's
kind of
suit.
thing.
Oh yeah, now that was Christopher Eccleston. Yeah, that was the end of the world. Yeah,
Yeah,
she was the last human. Yeah,
it didn't look like a human. I was lost.
yeah, yeah. If you come in the middle of that episode, you will be lost. But yeah, that was the first season of the reboot. And yeah, he had Rose with him.
Rose.
Yeah, so the doctor I'm thinking of is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he was the guy that came after Tom Baker. Was the guy that wore the celery.
Huh.
And then there was the 90s movie, which I saw. And then, yeah, the Matt Smith episodes I liked for a while. And then I kind of got bored with. And by the time you get Jenna, what's her nuts, in there, yeah, Peter Davison is the fifth Doctor. He's the doctor with the celery. And then I tried watching a few Peter Capaldi episodes because my son was still into it at that time.
Yeah,
And
Capaldi.
I mean, other than being really good looking, the Jenna character really, the Mary Sue Jenna character, the woman of all time or whatever, he kept running into her everywhere.
Yes.
Wasn't one
Jenna
of the
may be the
doctors,
actress's
the
name.
villain?
Because it was
The villain.
what?
I would say, wasn't one of the doctors a villain on one of the Thor movies, the Dark Elf one?
One of the Thor movies.
Yeah, I think so.
The second one. Because I always recognize him from 28 Days Later, but I think he was like famous because he was one of the doctors.
Oh, the
Oh,
actor.
But I like him
Matt Smith, I think. Yeah, it was Matt Smith.
Yeah, okay, I couldn't remember because I mean I don't really like 28 Days that much, but I like it when he shows up when they go to the soldiers and how they're talking about people just killing people and all that. But yeah, he was a doctor. He was on that one, and people did not like that second Thor film. I did not know how much people hated that. But hey, so you Doctor Who fans, you got something. Too bad it got shitted on.
That's not Thor. He wasn't in Thor. You're talking about Thor.
The Dark World.
Oh, he was in Terminator Genesis, I believe. He was the gynecologist. He was like the conscience of
Christopher Eccleston was in Thor: The Dark World. He was the reboot Doctor, the first reboot Doctor. Yeah, Thor: The Dark World just bored me to tears. I was just like,
Yeah.
But it's a necessary evil, though. You have to watch it to get the understanding that they tell you 18 films later.
Right? Is that the dark? Well, those dark elves or whatever the heck they are. Don't the Guardians of the Galaxy run into them as well?
Yes, I think.
Yeah, I don't know.
More like in one of the comics. Because I don't think it's in the. No, they see one in Guardians of the Galaxy. I remember they show one that's like locked up in a cage, and that's about it. But I don't know about the comics though. But I know he does show up. You see one just sort of like, was it the fetal position, like he's dying or something in the collector's room or whatever, when they were trying to get paid for the stone they found.
Yeah, the collector had all that stuff.
Yeah, that's where I saw one dark elf, but that's about it. I don't think they ran into him.
The collector.
So, what'd y'all think about Fat Thor?
I loved him.
I liked him for a little bit, but it kind of wore fast for me.
I just feel like the main characters didn't get a good fight scene. Like Thor, I mean, I loved it when Captain America got the hammer, but Thor didn't seem like he was literally rocking it, or the Hulk was terrible in it, like fighting scenes wise.
Well, Ruffalo's pretty amazingly terrible. He just looks like he's got like a thorn in his shoe, and he's all he just walks around like that.
That's because he's the soy Hulk.
Yep.
And he's from my neck of the woods. Yeah.
It's kind of like he was funny for like a second, maybe a little bit, but then when you rewatch it, it's like, nah.
I thought he was hilarious in Ragnarok. I thought that whole movie rocked, and people.
I wish they would have put that Hulk into the last one instead of the smart Hulk. At least, I mean, he had intelligence, but he was still a brute.
Yeah. So you could still rely on him to kick some ass or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like how they sidelined him on what was it, Infinity War?
Yeah.
You know, they didn't even show him at all. Come on, really?
Yeah, but they were making reference to like, pee-pee jokes.
Yeah.
Like he wouldn't come out. He wouldn't, become strong because he got his butt kicked by Thanos.
He got his beat.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Beat.
And then when you finally do see him, he's a, what do you call it? A dandelion, basically.
Yeah. Or as we would say, a patito. a little duck. A patito. It just sounds so much better in Spanish.
LMP, are you here?
Right. He's gonna get AJ Styles over here, up in here.
That's right.
Always.
Coco,
sometimes I wonder about LMP.
I mean, the only
he might have the virus.
The only good thing is now you get Old Man Hulk next, and he seems to be in the comic books. He was good.
Yeah.
See if that actually goes through with that thing.
Yeah.
Because it's always like we borrowed stuff from other
Kendo's
comics,
in the chat. What's up, Kendo?
Oh, okay. What's up, Kendo?
Yeah, he's giving me crap on Facebook too.
I'm sure
King
he
of the
is.
Wicker people.
Doing a double prong attack.
Oh. That's what it's called.
Episode 86.
What? See? Yeah, I'm almost drunk.
Yeah. Well, are you really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, come on. Rookie.
Rookie.
Yeah.
I'm 2 beers into the evening.
Which one is this time? Are you drinking a new lager?
No, it's my beer. So it's like 10,
Right.
11%.
What
I'm
is
drinking
it?
Coors.
And it's raspberry flavored.
It's
Oh,
not
man,
raspberry flavored.
It's soju flavor.
Has a hint of honey. No.
All right, I gotta go get something. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Yeah, but we are going to record that.
Yeah, me
Hopefully
too.
tomorrow we're going to record that. It's we're going to do a my daughter and I we're trying to figure it out. We're basically doing some social distancing review. It's going to be fun, maybe.
Did y'all
Yeah,
hear?
that's
Did she social distance out of the room so she can stop screaming?
She's
Right.
more than 6 feet. She's probably more than 12 feet. So okay, now they're complaining.
We're always complaining.
Hey, so if I have to stay
Right.
6 feet away from somebody and someone else has to stay 6 feet away from me, isn't that 12 feet?
2 beers.
Yeah, but you
I
got to
think
think
he's
about
halfway
it.
through the first one.
If you sit in a public restroom and someone else sit, you're not 6 feet apart.
Yeah, but you have a wall.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
coronavirus can't get through walls.
Well,
What's
some
an
have-
arrogant
now,
bastard?
in France, you wouldn't have a wall because the wall would be the bathroom.
Oh, God damn.
What about
Oh.
urinals?
Huh?
Urinals. There's
Yeah.
not a
People
wall.
are
where
always
your
doing
face
6
is.
feet away.
Sometimes
People are always
there
6
is.
feet away at urinals. I've
Yeah.
always seen it. You got 3 urinals. Someone will get one, and then they'll make sure to get one in between. That's always something. That's never a worry.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just awkward when you're
Kendo's also
pissing
19
and
years
there's someone
younger than I am.
next
That
to
makes
you.
a big difference.
Hey, Kendo, what's an arrogant bastard?
What's an arrogant bastard? I should just kick you off
I'm
the show
watching-
right now. Right now for not
Why?
knowing that. Why?
What is it?
Yeah, why?
He's had 3 of them. I want to know what it is.
It's a beer by Stone Brewing. It's a very malty IPA.
Cultural.
It's a pale ale. It's not an IPA. It's a pale ale, kind of a nice.
I didn't know if it was
amber
like some
color.
sort of mixed drink or something.
No.
I don't know.
Now the question is, did he do the arrogant bastard pledge before he drank it? That's required.
Mm.
Y'all tried that beer called Get Bent?
Nope.
Get bent? No.
Seth, it's made in Salem.
Well, I don't know. I've never heard of this.
Yeah,
He
there's a
drinks Bud
brewery.
Light, that's why.
Hey, I like my Bud Light Platinum. I mean, my Bud Light Platinum, yeah.
Yeah, just
I'm
basic
drinking
beer. That's all.
There, I put a link in the chat there for you, Seth.
There we go.
I got
Oh,
a
that-
shock top Belgian white.
I like the double. I've not tried the bourbon barrel aged arrogant bastard. I didn't know they had one. Oh, now I'm very distracted. Thank you, Kendo.
Well, speaking of breweries, though, that y'all, unless y'all talked about it, I missed it. That some of the breweries were going ahead and making hand sanitizer instead of beer?
What?
Did you hear about that? There was some breweries, I just don't remember where they were stopping making beer and instead manufacturing hand sanitizer.
Oh, no.
No clue.
I
No.
have to look it up and show y'all. But
Do it.
because we have such a high demand for hand sanitizer. See, in Texas, we put them in our bullets so we could shoot at the virus. That's how we counter it. We shoot
No.
everything we can.
If you go to the store or something around here, look at people's hands. They've used so much hand sanitizer, it's like cracking
They're
and looks
dry.
like it's bleeding.
Crazy fuckers. You need some more aloe vera oil. Make some or something. Just make. All they gotta do is make it. My dad's friend who was in the army said they would. When he was out in, I think it was Iraq or Afghanistan, I forgot which one. That they would just make it themselves, aloe vera oil and alcohol.
Oh.
There you go. And there's plenty of aloe vera at Walmart. I've been seeing it. No one's buying that up. So if you ever need it, that's where you can just make your own. But what do I know?
Did you hear there's an
Apparently
increase in
nothing.
divorces because everybody's staying at home?
Uh,
Yeah, it was.
Man, those divorce lawyers are going to be making some serious money.
Oh yeah.
And then there's going to be a bunch of kids being born in 9 months.
So it's either gonna be one or the other. You're gonna be paying money for a kid or a divorce.
Yep.
Well, if
Take your pick.
9 months, the police will know who to arrest because
Damn.
stay 6 feet away, sir. You are coming with us.
Well, did y'all hear about that person dying because they heard on the news that there was a cure and they thought it was the fish tank cleaner?
Yeah.
I heard about that because
What an
someone was making
idiot.
jokes about it.
Lady
They
fed
try-
it to her husband, and she's in the hospital, and he's dead. It's
And-
all Trump's fault.
Yeah. So she literally killed her husband and blaming Trump on it.
Well, she's not. The media is.
Oh yeah.
So I
Well,
thought we were going to talk about that comic book, the DC comic book, the DC Marvel thing. Or did you guys talk about it for 5 seconds and we moved on, and I wasn't paying attention?
No, we
Did
are
we even
talking
talk
about
about it?
DC comic book because this is what's going on around us.
Yes.
I'll
Hello,
say-
Superfan Adam Shawhan's in the house. Hello.
Hello. Is he the
I
one
hope
with
the
the weenie dog?
doggies are doing well. Do what?
Yeah, okay. No, I was saying, is he the one with the weenie dog?
Yeah.
Super fan, Adam Shawhan.
I'm more of a Chihuahua fan.
Well, yeah, you would be, you beaner.
Right?
Wow.
But we don't
Well,
get
I'm
the
sorry.
bug
I'm
guy
channeling
one.
my inner Kendo since he's in the chat.
Inner
Someone's
LMP
going to
more
pick
like
up
it.
the slack. Do what?
I said more like inner LMP.
No, that's up to you, man. I can't. I know you don't speak. You say you don't speak the beaner rice, but at least you understand it better than I do.
Somewhat. I know what chinga tu madre means.
Now, who was
What?
the one who had their thing as hot balls last week?
That was LMP.
Okay.
LMP is stick with the Chinese.
Doug
lady.
Caliente huevos. Well, hot eggs, technically.
Oh, God.
Whoa, who's COVID-ing over there?
I think that was the Appalachian.
My bad. I tried to mute. I was trying to mute.
Yeah, it's all right.
Hope you coughed.
I couldn't get to it in time.
I hope you coughed
So-
into the elbow of your mic.
I didn't. Well, yeah, I called into my mic.
Mm.
Yeah, that's good to hear, Adam. So you guys don't think that's a good idea? You don't think that the DC Marvel crossover is going to save the comic book industry?
No, it's pretty much in the shitter. The only what's it called, a manga, Japanese comics. They're kicking all sorts of ass because they got shit stories, shit characters, and everyone's going to the Japanese for their entertainment.
Mongo, as in Blazing Saddles,
Mongo
Mongo.
don't like.
or Mungo.
Candygram for manga.
Candygram for Mongo.
Mongo don't like it.
This is my shooting hand.
Mm.
And everyone knows what they have to do when they hear that line.
Yeah.
Hey, where the white women at?
I,
That's the best line.
the funniest thing about Mongo is that Richard Pryor wrote all his lines,
Right.
That's cool.
or Richie, as what's his name calls him, Mel Brooks. Yeah, Mel Brooks talks about that, and I remember hearing it was not too long ago. I mean, the guy's in his 90s, and he still remembers stuff from the early 70s. And he was talking about Richie this and Richie that, and I'm like, who the freak is he talking about? Oh, Richard Pryor. I think he's the only
I
one
would
who
ask
calls
them,
him
be
Rich.
like, how much cocaine did you take during those times?
Probably a lot.
Yeah, Richard was on that, not Mel.
I'm talking about Mel. He's lying. He just knew how to control it, unlike some people.
So there we go. There's an interesting topic. If you were to remake Blazing Saddles, now I know we couldn't remake it the way it was. We couldn't even in the 90s. But what would you be poking fun at nowadays? How would you, I mean, some of those racial stereotypes are still there. What we have, I'm guessing instead of, clan members, maybe you've got some kind of
Feminist.
feminist, transgendered,
I just get
ubiquitous.
LMP to play the part of the sheriff.
Right?
The sheriff
Be
is
illegal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of that. But so we remake it, but we still have it in the Western days, right? Or do we
Sure.
update it like?
But who would we cast? Who would
Well,
be
they're
like?
remaking everything else, and they're cross genderizing everything. So how would we remake Blazing Saddles with the? Well, you
You guys
gotta
are
have
gonna put
to have some
Leslie
kind of
Johnson there.
gender bending cross.
Ruby
cultural-
Rose as the sheriff.
Oh God. Yeah, with those acting skills, yeah, it's gonna make millions.
Mark Hamill is that
God.
old guy. The sheriff is. That'd be Mark
Oh,
Hamill.
they're sure. Oh yeah, he's yelling out. Yeah. And they get Betty White in there now. She's old. She can play that old lady. Oh, you're.
Put Martha Stewart in there.
Who would play Cleavon Little's role? I'm thinking Dave Chappelle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dave Chappelle wouldn't
Wait,
give a
who was
damn.
that?
Cleavon Little's role, the sheriff.
Oh, yeah. That's who
Man,
I
I
was
can
talking
see
about being. It's Bart. Okay, I just IMDb'd it. That's who I was saying Ruby Rose would be.
No, sir. It's a motherfucker.
No, it would be gender and race swapped.
Yep.
But it's still in the Old West.
So who would play was it the mayor or the governor? Mel Brooks' character.
Oh, not
He's
Headley.
governor.
Headley Lamar.
Headley Lamar.
Well, there's Hedley Lamar, but
Yeah, that's not Mel Brooks' character though.
no, I was talking about Mel Brooks' character.
Yeah, he was like the governor or whatever, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's been a while since I've seen it.
Wait, would they still ride horses, or would it be the hoverboards?
Oh God.
Well, you're throwing everything, the kitchen sink and the hoverboard.
Right.
Yeah.
So instead of the push cart, instead of that push cart at the beginning, it's the hoverboard.
Yep.
Or the
they get stuck in
segways.
Yeah.
Oh, segways,
The
there
ones
you
you
go.
rent. Those ones are the ones you be renting. They leave on the streets nowadays. Those.
Yeah.
Oh, the limes. Lime.
Yep.
Yep.
And
He's a
instead of a saloon, it'll be a coffee shop.
Okay, we're getting somewhere
It'd be the
here.
park. We have a local LGBT establishment called the Park.
Yeah,
Oh God.
yeah.
Yeah.
Don't want to
Sounds
ride
like-
them swing sets.
Yeah, our local establishment is called Hillcrest.
Ooh.
Yeah, it makes sense, I guess.
I wouldn't know the name of our local establishment here. Probably, kill them or something, hang them.
Hang 'em
I'm
high.
trying to think
Now.
now. Let's see who else we can. That other one. What's his name? Damn it, I can't remember the actor's name now. The one at the beginning. He's like, I didn't hire you to dance around like a bunch of Kansas City faggots.
Slim Pickens.
Yeah, there we go. I could not remember.
Oh,
Who played
he's the
him?
funniest thing in that movie.
You would have to
Mhm.
cast the two guys from Brokeback Mountain.
Wow.
Well,
One of them-
Well, the one's dead.
Oh, yeah, well, the other one.
quit you.
I can't quit you. And the other one's like, brains.
Or no, Jake Gyllenhaal reprises his role.
Yeah,
They
in
get
every
him
movie
back on.
after that.
And they get the corpse of Heath Ledger.
Did you guys actually see that movie?
No.
Hell no. I just knew
so we
the
got
scene.
two hell no's, a no, and what? Anyone else? Anyone else want to chime in? That was actually a very good movie and very sad movie. And not sad because I can't get 2 hours back of my life. But it was really touching. I mean, it was a really emotional story. That's what I meant. Yeah. Not
Yeah, I bet
touching.
it touched you.
Yeah. It
I bet
touched
it's
me.
real big in the Navy, huh?
Matter
Oh,
of fact, I
God.
watched it with 4 other Navy people.
The Siemens.
The seamen, the sailors.
Men and women don't mix.
Yeah. It mixes, creates another one, little sailors. Yeah, it was actually a pretty good film.
Well, that's nice to hear.
Okay.
Well, I'm here to, show the other
I'm
side.
glad somebody
Yeah,
liked it. Some
But they
diversity
ruined
up
the
in the-
cowboy hat. Like,
Oh, I couldn't wear cowboy boots for like 3 or 4 months afterwards.
yeah.
I
don't
mean,
care how good
whatever,
the movie
but-
was.
Right, because you're going to be walking
In
around downtown wherever
high
with
school?
cowboy boots and some gonna jump on your butthole, right?
No, because they'll say, "Hey, Brokeback."
It ain't
that will
happening.
be your-
Exactly.
No, it ain't happening.
It happened.
Oh, something?
It happened.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Okay,
dude, that's
okay,
why I couldn't
Robbie.
wear.
I mean, I wore
What?
a cowboy hat to school twice, and that you heard that in the distance, and had it. I didn't like that movie because it took my cowboy hat away.
Hey, Tommy, I can't quit you.
Yeah.
Tommy, that's what I'm gonna say every time I call you. I'm like, I can't quit.
Oh my god.
Can I come and sniff your denim jacket, Tommy?
Oh,
I guess, yeah. I hadn't seen the movie, so I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about.
It's
Right? He's just like, he's out of the loop. I haven't seen either. I can still make fun of it.
I can't. I'm so far out of the loop, I can't even spell it.
Which one?
Loop.
Oh,
Looper.
Looper.
Directed by Ryan Johnson.
Rian Johnson.
Rian Jan Stain.
Oh, that's right. Ryan.
Hey. So did you guys hear about some of the latest Star Wars news? Speaking of Ryan Johnson,
Really? We got to.
Speaking of that, yeah.
we gotta
What's
dig
up
up
with
that
that clone of
corpse.
Tarkin
I
shit?
guess you guys didn't see my video today. Well, thank you very much for
no, man,
participating.
like,
I
we don't watch
did.
your stuff.
No one watches.
I-
your stuff.
We just show up at
I just brought it up.
nighttime.
So one of the latest ideas about who Snoke is he's a clone
Yeah.
of Tarkin.
Tarkin.
We
That's
knew that
bullshit.
like forever ago.
Oh.
I didn't hear that.
No, I'm just kidding.
I just
Maybe
heard-
not.
Man,
Hey,
if that's so
you
true,
should see the
then,
group chat.
then it's worse because it's more fucking basically remaking New Hope. We kept saying that makes it worse because Tarkin was the main villain in the first one. So fuck them.
I mean, it kind of looks like Tarkin now that you think about it.
Yeah, I'll bring that
Just
up.
the way with his cheeks.
Hey,
you know?
hey, late. You should.
Hey,
screen
what?
share- Hey,
Hey,
you should. Hey.
Hey, it's the
hey. This is what he's haying me about.
Yeah, I saw it.
Hey, I can't quit you.
Man,
So there you go.
I get the theme for tonight.
What's her name? Ronda Rousey? No,
Oh God, Ruby Rose.
Ruby Rose.
Ruby, I
Rose.
can't act for shit. Rose.
Yeah, I did a video on her quite a while ago because last year her name actually for Windows users to go into complete and total nerd syndrome. The guys who are, I don't know, they're not spammers, but basically a lot of websites that had viruses for Windows used her as a lure. People were searching for her name because she was going to be the next Batwoman.
Mhm.
hey, thank you, Aiden Borzodra. Who's that?
Aiden
That
Bogotra?
is-
I don't know. Thank you very
That's
much.
my boy.
Abe Vigoda.
Oh, Aiden. Okay, cool. What's up,
Aiden
man?
Bogotra.
Speaking of Aiden, I do have to take off for the night because I got to get up early tomorrow.
Man, shut your mouth. Everybody got to
Man,
go.
you an hour behind too.
Yeah, whatever. I got to
You're
go.
in doubt.
Hey, hold on, Tap. Before you go
Yeah.
running away, hold
Yeah.
on. Hold on. Let me bring this up. I'm not going to share the audio. I'll
Get
skip
ready to
the.
swat you, bro.
Huh? Here, I'll go to the right spot in the video so you can see this image. I thought it was, So there you have Tarkin. Whoops.
Oh. Man, if they
No,
try to say
no.
Tarkin is a clone, like, no thanks.
No, I think the theory is that they used Tarkin as a model as a clone, made a clone, but he was around during the Clone Wars, and Amidala had a clone.
Yeah,
So why wouldn't other people necessarily have a clone? Now,
She didn't
a
have
clone that
You get a
Palpatine
clone.
could
You
then
get a clone.
manipulate.
Everybody gets a clone.
Yeah, right, exactly. I mean, yeah, there is a resemblance. Now, granted, that on the left, that is the model used in Rogue One, based on Peter Cushing. Now, I like the idea, but there's no way JJ thought of that unless he
Of course
had
not.
someone model something, because he was trying to rip off A New Hope so much. it's not beyond the realm of impossibility that he modeled Snoke on Tarkin just to have that image, if you will, in his movie.
It
He ripped
kinda
off
looks
everything
like-
else, so why not that?
It kind of looks like they just took his mask and flipped it inside out, and there you go.
Yeah, but I mean, it's got I mean, many things line up. The nose lines up, the ears line up, the cheekbones, everything else.
Mhm.
It would have been great. Granted, I think it's an interesting theory. Obviously, outside of the movie, they could have said something. I mean, if that was JJ's idea, which I don't think it was. I don't think, because he doesn't really have any original ideas. Palpatine could have easily had a throwaway line about, "Hey, I cloned Tarkin back in the day." Blah blah blah. There you go. But JJ's a hack, and we know it. Jar Jar Abrams, as I like to call him. And but anyway, it's a very interesting idea.
You're ruining my childhood.
Again.
Right?
Yeah, you thought George Lucas did that. It was no. It was
it's
JJ all along.
No, George Lucas didn't ruin my childhood. He made my childhood great. He ruined your
know, right?
childhood.
No,
Yeah.
Target being Snoke is ruining my childhood.
Yeah.
No. Well, it would be a clone, because that was, Palpatine was essentially saying that he was working through Snoke, that Snoke was just a puppet, blah blah blah,
And
yada
this
yada
and that.
yada.
So Tarkin was
Speculation.
What? Say that again, Prime.
Tarkin was reporting to the Emperor,
Well, he did back in A New Hope,
right?
but no, that was the original Tarkin. So that was that was the original, and then he then cloned or tried to build a clone of Tarkin, and that was what Snoke was.
What did he steal from Tarkin that got him the DNA to make the clone? His toothbrush.
He left it
Yeah.
all over the place. That's
Who
why.
knows?
He was, he was banging them Twi'lek girls everywhere.
When the heck did Palpatine have a son?
Right.
Okay,
He
before the
created-
Jedi tried to arrest
Boy,
him, and then
by some toothless meth head. That's why.
right,
He willed it.
He wills
right.
it.
He got another woman pregnant through the Force.
Yep. He's like, fuck it, I'll do it again.
Did it once, I'll do it again. I'll do it again.
Well, he
I'll
did that.
fucking do
So
it.
the second time around, he did it after he got blowed up and killed, and then blowed up in the second Death Star.
Right. He wanted to see if he could do it again after he had all that damage.
And see, that's let's see. Ray was supposed to. Well, I guess he would have to done that before then, because his kid would have had to. Because Ray's supposed to be 19 in the first, or 20 or so in the first movie, and that's 30 years after. So it had to be 10 years before Return of the Jedi. So yeah, sometime between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope, he would have had to do it again.
They're
Why-
just
why
I'll
trying
wait
would
for
he?
the porn parody to
He
come
wouldn't
out.
have a reason to do it again because Vader was on his side.
to.
I'm sorry, I spoke over you, Prime. I didn't hear anything.
No,
you
I'm
said.
sorry. I spoke over you.
Well, go ahead.
Can you quit each other after this?
I can't quit this.
Yeah, quit each other.
Quit each other.
I think they
Okay,
just
wait, stop. I'm
Yeah.
going to have to take off now for real. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'll talk to y'all next Friday. Good night, y'all.
later.
All right, man.
Hey, wait, hold that still.
Dude.
What is it? Oh, that's
Stay out of
Lightspeed
Oak Cliff.
Rescue Pink Ranger.
Yep.
That's the Lightspeed.
Is that Lightspeed?
I like that. Yeah, Lightspeed Rescue.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
all this time I thought it was one of the original ones.
No.
No.
Oh, I'm gonna find out who played that Pink Ranger, and I don't know if I like her.
Wasn't that Trini? Or
No,
Trini was
that's
Yellow
Yellow
Ranger?
That chick was. Let's see.
Amy Jo Johnson.
No, that's the
No.
original.
Twee.
Well, the young lady in the suit is Japanese. The American that played her is different.
Oh yeah.
Not by that point in time. They had multiple different versions. I'm your Power Ranger expert, by the way. I will tell you everything you need to know.
So roll it out,
Allison
brother.
McClinnis. At the point in time they were at Lightspeed Rescue, they had already established a working relationship with Saban, and they were able to get like more better quality suits for their episodes, and so they were able to shoot more scenes. The very first season, there were no Power Rangers costumes on set at all.
Sorry. I want to keep playing.
Dana Mitchell.
Yeah,
Well, that's the
Allison
character's name.
McInnes.
Allison McGinnis.
McClennis. I don't know.
McInnes. Somewhere there's a question.
ACLINNIS.
So, do y'all think they should make the new Power Ranger movie, the next one?
Yeah, they need to get that stuff ready and get it done right.
I know they didn't have. They had the original Ranger named Tommy in the movie.
Yeah, Jason David Frank.
Yep.
I met him a couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was awesome.
He's still doing
and now you
UFC?
can't quit him.
Right. Oh, yeah, I definitely can't quit him. He's cool.
Yeah. That's how I feel about Matthew McConaughey. I can't quit him. 'Cause he was so cool.
I'm gonna refresh.
I'm gonna get out of this.
Have y'all seen the new Dr. Dolittle movie?
No.
I mean, with
It's decent.
Iron Man,
Yep.
Robert Downey Jr. or Martin Downey Jr. They
Yeah.
call him in my video.
It was better than the originals.
Better than the Rex Harrison version?
Yep.
Oh, come on.
What?
It's Rex Harrison.
There you
Man,
go.
he was all like clean cut at our Comic-Con.
Who?
What, he didn't have all those tattoos?
JDF?
I mean, he did. I know he. What is he gonna get rid of them? He just wore like a suit and tie.
Oh, okay.
And he didn't have his long Tommy the Green Ranger hairdo.
No, he hasn't had that since a long time ago.
Mhm.
I think 2000, between 2004, where he cut it.
Is
What
he
is it,
still
like
doing the
50
UFC
now?
fighting?
Yeah, he
I don't
is.
know if he finally, because when this is 2014, he was trying to get into that. So
Okay,
yeah,
I was
that's
about
my
to say,
daughter on the left there.
because he
she's
don't
actually
look that
taller.
big right there.
No. Well, this is 6 years ago.
He's cut, dude. He's cut up.
Did he give you like a show?
What?
He flex.
Well, he
he's
was wearing a
beat this one
suit, so
Right. Well, if he's
y'all
all
are
cut,
beat booping out.
really? I'm defragging my hard drive. I guess I should
Y'all
stop.
are beat booping, beat booping.
That's what it is.
I'm be booping too.
Y'all all are.
Wow.
You got the faulty connection.
Maybe it's my dumb laptop.
Hey, if you
You're not-
want me to, Seth, I got 3 things I do to my laptop, settings wise and everything, and it speeds it up every time. You just got the new Windows 10 and it's terrible.
But I have a piece of junk Chromebook that's
never
like
mind then.
10 years old.
That's it.
This is what happens.
I may
when
not be
you
able to
flip
help
the feed. There
that
you go.
then.
I
I
guess
know you can't.
was Superfan Adam Shawhan talking about our show or about not being able to quit semen?
Ew.
Can't quit good weed. He looks at the blunt and he's like, I can't quit you.
Yeah.
Still got a couple more inches.
Hedy Lamarr. Yeah, Hedley Lamar was the woman actress, right? That they based that character.
Hedley.
Oh, Hedy Lamar then was the
Yeah, Hedy Lamar was his name. No, Hedley.
Hedy Lamar was the actress.
Right.
There was an actress named Hedy Lamar.
Right.
That has that's the star he runs over and says it's Hedley.
Hedley.
That's right. That's right before the pie fighting scene, right? I think they run in the theater, then they run into some backlot thing, and then they're in the cafeteria throwing pies.
Yes. Yep. And then Dom DeLuise comes out. I mean, Cecil. And they start they start doing a dance number in there.
Yeah. Cecil's X-rated these days.
Is he really?
No.
Well,
Well,
he's always like getting on.
it's Human Centipede practically.
Oh
is,
my
but it's all dolls.
gosh! I don't even want to go into that.
Yeah.
I
What,
just
the Human
heard too many
Centipede?
things. Yeah, heard too many things.
You haven't seen it?
No,
Don't
some
watch
things
it.
you can't unsee, Tommy.
And yeah, I can't unsee it.
Lead me not to temptation, my brother. Don't cause me to stumble. I'm sure there was a fair amount of stumbling in that movie. On top of each other. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, this thing's almost got 1,000 views. Wow, if you type in Cecil Says, my video is number 4. Woo!
Dang. Good job,
Oh,
Blake.
there he is. JDF
Yeah, man.
and Seth.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Now, where
Yeah,
was this
man.
at a con or something? Or
Yeah, it's our local one is Big Lick Comic Con.
huh? So you guys have one out there, and we don't have one here.
Yep.
You know what my favorite thing about the Power Rangers is when it first
What?
came out, everybody thought they knew Kung Fu. Like literally every kid you'd see riding down the road fighting in the yard Kung Fu style.
Oh yeah. Oh well, dude. Like, all right. Let's see. I got into mixed martial arts about 5 years ago. Well, 5 or 6 years ago. And before then, the dude that taught us, he was like trying to get me to join. And I was like, man, I don't have time for that. I was like, dude, I've been watching like 20 years of Power Rangers. Like, I don't need to like learn. I know how to Red Dragon front kick somebody.
Oh my gosh. Dude, what are you showing? Is that Sulu?
Keep
Yeah,
talking.
Why does
The thing is to ignore it. That's
what
the
is,
whole point.
why does Sulu have the yellow Starfleet uniform?
I don't know.
Racist.
It's a mecha
What
I see
incarnation?
it is.
Oh, it's
I
a
know
human
what it is.
centipede.
Human centipede.
with mecha figures. This is from Cecil Builds a human mego centipede. There you go.
Oh my god.
Or mego collection.
So this is
We did
okay,
a-
I don't need to see the movie because this is kind of like a scene from it, right?
Yes, basically.
Yes.
Here, let's skip
Wow.
forward a little bit.
With a little less stitches and throwing up.
Well, now you know it's movie making because Sulu's in there with a bunch of girls.
Well, yes,
Hey,
but
that's the actual order too, though.
he's getting pegged.
Oh my gosh, with old girl's nose.
So there you go.
Mm-mm.
Wow.
Quality entertainment, folks.
Cecil Says.
Only on the Fan Cast. Well, we got to make sure we
A lot
don't
of
get
sadness.
tag marked content suitable for children.
Yeah, they might confuse that.
Oh, they're only playing with little dolls. I mean, kids play with dolls.
Yep. Kids like Star Wars. It's a video about Star Wars. It must be for children. Oh, wait a minute. You say the F word 6 times. Okay, demonetized.
I still don't get that. When you can watch a man put on makeup and they force that down YouTube's throat, but someone just says something politics is demonetized.
Because they have gatekeepers.
Yeah. Well, you should see some of for a while, any video I did about Brie Larson, that if I had in the description or in the tags, haters, dislike, rumors, there was like 5 or 6 keywords, instantly demonetized. Instantly. As soon as I published it, bam, demonetized.
I think it's funny when they do devil's advocate and they don't get demonetized for it.
I mean, I even had one that was very supportive kind of going against the haters. Oh, that was haters. That was one of the other keywords. And I put that in the description, and it was demonetized. And I reworked the description, and then it got remonetized. That's the only thing I changed.
Because you beat the algorithm.
I took haters out. Well, I've got a thing that tells me. So, like, I have had a couple of coronavirus videos that got demonetized. One of them's got almost 1,000 views. It was on. I did some last week about some of the breaking news on different things that were going on that people weren't reporting about possible cures and all this other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And because I dared to talk about coronavirus, bam, demonetized. And then it came up, and that is I don't have it in this browser, and I don't feel like trying to figure out how to show my other browser, but I was like, you got to be kidding me. All these things that were, keywords that were considered controversial, and coronavirus is one of them. But my God, on my homepage on YouTube, I've got CNN and MSNBC and PMSNBC and CNNBC and all this other NBC, ABC, all this crap talking about coronavirus constantly. But I make a video trying to give a light of hope about possible cure and demonetize instantly because I put the word coronavirus in the description. It's like, screw you.
Oh yeah.
Want to cry about it?
I'm not crying.
Well, you're not.
I could have made $4 if it would have been for those assholes at YouTube.
They quit YouTube.
The bald guy with the orange beard, right?
Yeah.
So
All right. So what's the next topic you guys want to talk about? Or I'm going to go for more beer.
What remake should they do in Marvel? Like, what superheroes should come out next?
None.
Well,
None.
Fantastic Four and X-Men are coming out next.
I want Ghost Rider again.
A good Ghost Rider.
Yes.
Without Nicolas Cage?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, they got Ghost Rider in the Agents of Marvel, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. He's
I
an
didn't
extra
like
shooter.
that version.
Well, it's tough. That's your diversity quota version of Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
So he's a Latino man. You can
Hey,
make
man.
fun of,
I am a Ghost Rider, man.
and he has a low rider.
That's right.
Yeah,
I got a low rider too. I'm
I
a
want
low
the
Ghost
bike
Rider.
or the horse Ghost Rider.
I'm a down low Ghost Rider.
You don't want the guy in the Mustang
Mustang
or Corvette or whatever the heck it was. I don't even remember what he was driving. That's about the time I lost all interest in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Driving a Chevy, man.
Yeah, when Adriana left, I barely had any interest, and then the next season,
Kalicki?
yeah,
Oh, she was so cute.
yeah, she and Yvonne sound the same. We did this was a couple weeks ago. I brought them up. It's like, yeah, you tell me they're not the same person. One's American and one's Australian, but other than that, they look the same. They talk the same.
Just a couple latitude difference.
Yeah. Now, what was the other? Yeah, food. I forget the other topic. You guys sent it to me. Now I can't remember.
What, the cure for the common boredom? Is that what it is? Because it gives me ellipses afterwards.
Yeah.
After bore.
Come on. See, Tap had to leave, and now the show is kind of grind on.
Curious.
Oh, the new Warriors comic. Internet Gas and what's her name? It's Safe Space and Twitchaholic.
Snowflake?
Huh?
Isn't Snowflake and Space?
Snowflake and Safe Space. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The courageous duo. Because they take on all toxic right-wing masculine people.
They're going after the patriarchy.
The patriarchy. Oh my gosh. You can't be racist against white people because they've had
right.
all the power structure.
Well, they're going against the people who actually buy the comics. Is that what you're telling me?
Those are called patrons.
Yeah. Well, that's where you get the patronarchy.
There you go.
Wait, is that why Captain America took his star off in the new movies? Is because all this patriotism's supposed to go away?
What do you mean after?
No.
Because I was wondering why he still didn't wear the star. I mean, I know he was fighting against Iron Man and everything about that, but
He was enemy of the state.
And he
They
didn't
still
want to.
called Captain America.
Well, they
Well,
called him
no,
Roger.
he was
They
actually
kept called him
he was
Roger.
actually called the Nomad.
Really?
He was the man without a country.
Ah. Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
hearing something of that line or something.
Hey, the Wiener Dogs are telling you hi, Tommy. Adam Shawhan's Wiener Dog clan. They said, "Hey, Tommy, arf arf."
Hey, what's up?
They're weenie dogs, so they're cool.
Frank and
I like
Sean
weenie dogs.
Wiener Dog. Yeah, they're really, really unique in their style. They just kind of wiener along. I can't quit the Wiener Dog. I can't quit you, dog. What's Channel Dad doing? Walking the dog. You can't quit.
No, I'm just trying to figure out if I can leave you guys alone for long enough to pour another beer. Because I got one in the freezer and I don't want it freezing.
You got a shit in the freezer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm out of toilet paper.
Okay, all right. Are you shitting in the crisper like the actual little, where you keep your veggies, or are you aiming high and going for the ice bucket?
Lord
Or
Jesus.
are you going old
challenge.
fashioned with the ice trays?
That's right. Are you filling the ice trays with your
Well,
fecal matter?
In our refrigerator, the freezer's on the bottom.
Oh ho ho ho!
Oh, it's easier for doing.
You get a nice little icicle bidet action happening there.
Hey,
It's
I
a
have
big
a
door.
bidet.
Did you have a bidet?
I have one now.
Is it a good bidet?
Yeah.
Have a good bidet.
Have a
Who
good
is
bidet.
Aiden Boratsa Borzortra.
Tommy, it's your kid.
Oh, Aiden, yeah.
Hey,
Aiden.
Tommy, how do you pronounce that last name?
Borzotra.
Yeah, I'm not going to remember that.
It's Italian.
Sounds like a dish.
The whole name sounds like like an Italian dish, like you're saying.
Yeah.
It makes me really hungry.
I
think I want some Borzota.
I can't quit that name.
He's a good kid.
Is he
good.
beside you?
Huh?
So
Where is he at?
He's in his room. The kids have to
Okay.
be in bed by 8, but they can stay up to 10.
because
Why do they have to? So they got to sit in there for 2 hours?
Well, Nevaeh has where she can't sleep, and we don't want to load her up on melatonin and stuff. So she sits there and watches her YouTube and stuff until she falls asleep. Aiden's got his Xbox and stuff he can play with, and he's got a cell phone. He'll text and stuff, but he can still leave the room. But that's usually our downtime. Everybody's downtime before they go to sleep.
So
He's
you want to
usually
kind of
asleep
wind
at 8:30.
down gradually, not here's a couple of melatonin, 10 milligrams. Yeah. You're walking or you're brushing your teeth, and then you just fall straight down into the sink.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took melatonin for like a hot minute, maybe like 6 months or so, like straight, just every night, and like I came off of it and could not sleep for like a week.
I don't sleep now though. I probably get like 3 to 4 hours of sleep if I'm lucky.
You guys should try
Oh my
almond
gosh, dude!
milk, a small glass of almond milk, because almonds by nature make you sleepy.
Don't
Dude,
they got
I
soy
hate
in
almond
it?
Either
milk.
that or tryptophan. So
Don't almond
Yeah,
milk have
but
soy in it?
Yeah, almond milk has soy. Soy is
almond milk
estrogen.
does
And
not have soy in it.
estrogen will give you titties.
I don't want man boobs.
Right, me neither. I already have enough moobs. I don't need more.
Yeah.
We
If I do
move you
crunches,
for free.
I close my eyes because I'm starting to get the man boobs. So I just close my eyes and act like they're not there.
You get a tighter shirt.
Oh, there you go.
You wrap your moobs like Yentl.
But they say the dad bod's in right now.
I don't
Yeah.
think moobs are part of dad bod. It's kind of androgynous bod. You're going
Is this
straight
really
back.
what you guys are going to talk about while I leave?
Yeah. I thought you were gone, man.
Well, I was thinking about it, and then I was wondering if you guys, there was all that dead air, and all of a sudden you guys are talking about man boobs.
These are
There wasn't no
hot
dead air.
questions
All
and,
right.
and topics.
We'll keep talking about topics, and I'm going to
What
go.
You're gonna go take a shit in the
No,
freezer again.
But I am going to take an old man break and then pour another beer, maybe. I mean, we got 20 minutes to go, maybe, if we can, unless you guys are out of topics.
Hey, did you guys hear
Being
that the
so
Batmobile was 33 feet long
And can only go
27
19 miles an hour to take the turn.
to make a turn? Yeah.
Oh my
27 foot
God.
turn radius.
That's
Active
awful.
Batmobiles.
I only do
You
it
got to
'cause
let
I
the
was-
audience know they didn't hear the show 2 weeks ago.
All right,
Three
so
weeks
2 weeks
I gotta
ago
take
we were
a dad bod
discussing.
break real quick.
We were discussing about
Dad
what?
bod's gotta pee. Gotta
You're gonna go
urinate.
pee.
I gotta go take a piss.
That's what an
Urination.
old man break. The old men are going to take an old man break. Keep talking.
That's why I have a large jar.
Thought it was a pickle jar, but it's not.
Hey. So a couple weeks ago, we were talking about the Batmobile because the new leaked footage or the leaked images of the Robert Pattinson Batmobile showed up. Well, I thought that it was interesting and unpopular opinion. I liked it. It was compact, small, and looks like it could win an actual race.
Yep.
And so we started debating on the aspects or the sizes of the others because everybody else said that the other ones are so cool. We started with let's see, the Batmobile from Batman Forever, which was like 19 foot, maybe. I don't know. It was like 22 feet. Anyway, the Batmobile from Batman and Robin was 33 feet long.
I bet
Could
his
you
daddy was
imagine?
proud.
Right, and the argument, the discussion was like, why would you want to drive something so long through downtown city streets or in busy city streets? How could you imagine trying to chase somebody in a limousine,
Oh,
trying to
yeah.
make a turn? Like all you'd have to do is just turn 3 turns and you're gone. Like it doesn't matter.
Oh, Seth, talking about that
Yo.
show, you know when I said Iron Man versus Batman, I thought of another one.
Yeah. What?
Batman versus the Punisher.
That could be kind of fun.
Who
I
would
think
win?
Batman would.
Punisher's got
I
more
think
training.
No.
Military.
Punisher can outlast. I think the Punisher has the stamina to go the distance. I think Batman. I don't know. Batman probably has the stamina too, but Batman has so many different forms of martial arts and
Yeah. But what's the
fighting
reason?
skills.
What's the reason for Batman fighting?
I don't know. What's the reason for the Punisher fighting?
Revenge. Think about it. What beats?
Yeah.
Like it all
Well,
comes down to.
If you're just like put two dudes face to face like in a ring and was like, hey, have at it, I think Batman would wipe the floor with him. I don't think you would knock him out. I don't think that you would get him to like tap out or nothing.
No.
But I think Batman would beat the brakes off of him.
Who would beat Batman to you then?
Man.
Hulk would.
Tough one.
Wolverine and
Huh?
Hulk and Wolverine would, but you got to think of someone just like Batman that has no powers.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah. I
Nightwing.
mean, you say Hulk. Hulk definitely would, and Wolverine. I don't know if Wolverine would be able to, other than like just stabbing him to death.
Which he would.
Like if
I
you,
mean,
yeah, you know he would. Like because Batman beat the brakes off of him
yeah. But
until Logan got pissed off, and then he just yank his claws out and kill you.
yeah. But would Nightwing beat Batman?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe, possibly. It's hard to tell. I don't know Nightwing's background. I don't know his training.
I don't know his background. I watched like a couple things on it, and then I think I had one comic book. It don't seem like they expanded too much with Nightwing.
Yeah.
Wish they would have. Finally give Robin some spotlight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I had to be like Jeff on the after show last night and just randomly walk off and join Jesse's live stream.
I didn't watch it yet, and I don't know.
Hey,
I'll say that for off air.
Hey, I was in the
Punisher-
chat last night in the show, but I couldn't get anybody to join me in the toilet paper movie name game. So I gave up and left.
I can't ever watch them live.
I just happened because I was working from home and stuff, and so I was actually still working and listening, and I was only half interested in what they were talking about at the time. Apparently, I missed the better stuff because then I basically, no one would join me in the toilet paper movie name game, and I had to do a couple other things, and so I had to close it off anyway because I can't. It's hard to concentrate. I can listen to music, but if I listen to anybody talking, that takes up too much mental energy, and I can't concentrate on the development.
Is this when you're going to the bathroom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can't concentrate on how to poop. But
So Batman versus Punisher, who would it be?
It would be Batman versus Punisher.
But Punisher, does he have any actual skills, or he can just take a lot of damage?
Military background and guns. But he has.
I think
he's
he could just take a lot of damage.
Yeah.
He's got
Right.
the heart.
I guess it depends on which version of Batman. Are we talking about the one that's, very martial arts trained, or the spoiled playboy?
That's a good question.
But Bruce Wayne would be fighting. I mean, he's the spoiled playboy. I mean, when
Right.
Batman puts his rig on, he's all about business.
I know, but in some of the Christopher Nolan movies, he had a true martial arts background, whereas previously, I don't know if in the original. The thing is that when you go back to the original Batman and Superman, both, they were pretty much just vigilantes beating the living snot out of everybody.
Yeah.
So, because that was the big controversy in the 60s when they came out with the Batman TV show. And then they went back to that with the Dark Knight series.
Right.
I think Punisher.
Crap. You guys hear me?
What if
Yeah.
Batman separated the Punisher from his weaponry?
He's still got the military background. What wins, a ninja or a soldier?
Depends on the fight.
Yeah.
The ninja could come creeping up on him, and that soldier would never see it. He'd just feel a nice little pressure to the back of his head, and
Sure.
the katana would slice through his face.
Yeah, but you gotta think this is like special ops, so they're gonna be hiding too.
Well, like
I say if you put them both in a
Can't
ring,
kill a
they
Jedi.
beat the brakes off of each other but Batman would come out on top.
Yeah.
I don't think so because the Punisher kills and Batman don't.
Well, in the original
Punisher-
comics, he sure as crap did, and so did Superman. This whole thing about Superman not killing anybody is a Christopher Reeves myth.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Christopher Reeves.
I mean, Batman was a vigilante, and he was going to take down a criminal, period.
Wait a minute. Christopher Reeves fell off a horse, snapped his neck, and couldn't walk again.
I know that.
So
His
what does
version
that
of
say about
Superman,
He
true
wasn't
blue
too super.
American. Huh?
He wasn't too super.
Whatever. You're too literal.
Really? You're gonna go with the whatever?
Whatever, Boomer. Okay, Boomer.
I accept that. I won't quit that moniker. That's me.
You're older
Because-
than I am, so okay, Boomer.
That's right, and I will accept it. I will happily accept it.
we were talking about who would whoop Batman that doesn't have any actual powers like Batman.
Daredevil.
He's got that sonar thing there going for him.
He's sonar. He's blind. So I guess every blind person's got that bat sonar. And speaking of bat, Covider providers.
Iron Fist has that magical.
Start eating them bats. Get the COVID. No, I think Daredevil would give him a run for his money because they're both kind of street heroes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Don't even say Jessica Jones would roll up on
No,
him.
Luke Cage would. Pure strength and inability to be hurt.
But he's got powers, doesn't he? Because he's got that animanium stuff going on in him.
Does he? I thought it was just like a surgery kind of thing.
Well, isn't that how Wolverine got his stuff? He got surgical implantation of bones that were made of adamantium.
But he already had the healing ability.
Because he was Hugh Jackman. That guy killed
Huge
it.
Ackman.
Jackman.
Jasmine.
Jezebel.
All right, I give it to you. I think
Yeah, see, this is basically what I agree with Frank and the Shawhan Wiener group. A lot of it depends on which version we're talking about. Which is what I said. I didn't know there were multiple versions of the Punisher, but I knew there were multiple versions of Batman.
I don't
Yeah,
think they
there's
really
the,
changed the version of Punisher. Have they really? He's got like the same backstory in every movie.
Wasn't Dolph Lundgren the Punisher as well?
Dolph Lundgren.
Dolph Lundgren was Punisher, and also Thomas Jane was Punisher, and
What, in the 90s?
yeah, he did one movie as the Punisher. And then there was some other guy from Australia who was the Punisher. There was 4 of them. Go with me here. Oh, that's a nice, cute picture of a bunch of little wiener dogs.
Deadpool kills them
I
all.
cannot quit that picture.
Dolph Lundgren thought he was this version of the Punisher.
Here's your damn chocolates. Run.
That's a
Yeah,
remake
run
I
for
wouldn't
it.
like.
Yeah,
I
run
wouldn't
for
mind. A Punisher remake?
He's a lot thinner than he used to be. I think I could take him now.
Who?
Dolph Lundgren.
Whatever, Labe. Shut up.
He was the Punisher 1989.
Shawhan's got it right. Deadpool kills them all.
Yeah, that's true. But
Good call
Deadpool
there,
would do it from
Shawhan.
boredom.
He would make fun of him as he's like slicing them up and kicking the crap out of them. Because he
Pretty-
does kill.
He would put on the Batman suit. He would do it just to put on the Batman suit.
Oh, Dolph Lundgren with dark hair.
Yeah. He was Punisher.
Yep. Riding a motorcycle.
Wasn't that Punisher Warzone?
I must break him.
Louis Gossett Jr.
He was a Punisher?
He was in the movie.
He punished me in that
Punisher Warzone was Ray Stevenson.
Ray Steve.
Oh, okay.
That's guy. That's right. That's the guy.
Frank Castelli.
He was the Punisher, Frank Castillo.
Oh, what 2 movies? I'm reading a question thing. It said, what movie would you mix with The Purge? Like, what comic book series?
For what? Shits and giggles? What?
Yeah, shits and giggles. I'd say The Avengers against The Purge. Could you
Dumb
imagine
and Dumber meets the
I think that's a little overkill.
that?
Punch.
Would you have like a full extinction in one day with Superman and all them fighting the Purge?
Superman's not an Avenger. That's
Oh, I
Superman.
mean, yeah, the other one's DC.
Meanwhile,
Tommy.
at the Hall of Justice,
Meanwhile, yeah. And who was the voice?
Ted Knight.
Gary Owens.
Oh, I thought it was Ted Knight.
Ted Knight?
Yeah.
Of the Super Friends?
Yeah.
Was it? Okay.
I don't know.
I'm just acquiescing right now.
It may have been. I don't know.
Oh no, I just finished acquiescing. That's what I just finished it. I did that.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here. Oh, it helps if I.
Hey, have you guys gotten your comic books yet? Your Stealing Solo, your new version?
Negative.
Shawhan brought that up.
Nope.
I mean, he's not asking if anybody's got it. He's just saying Stealing Solo.
So is it Sharon? There we go.
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice, the Super Friends keep.
Yeah, I don't know.
That was Gary Owens, man.
It might be. That does kind of sound like.
I wouldn't steer a fellow boomer down the boomer road. Boomer road. Boomer road.
Oh, stop. All right. So hold on. So it went to here's the suggested video after that. Where is it?
Do it.
Huh?
Don't do it. Do it. Don't do it.
Oh, crap. I forgot to.
Do it. Don't do it.
I forgot to share the audio. See, where is LMP when we need him? You can translate. You ready?
Okay.
Probably talking to somebody else.
Mientras tanto en el Salón de la Justica. It's in the title.
Yeah, but he says it a lot faster than that.
Mientras tanto en el Salón de la Justica. You'll always notice like these like Spanish, voice actors. They're always like extending the last word.
Oh, and I have a new patron,
My
patron
philosophy
saint.
was always very simple. We buy the best ingredients.
Oh,
and
shut
then
up.
Try not.
Go to what I clicked on, dang nabbit. So anyway, check this chick out sometime. She defies explanation.
Boho beautiful. What's boho?
I don't know. Don't care.
Buy often, hire often.
Stealing Solo versus the Purge. Not new version. Yeah, I don't know. I have no clue on that. I'm still out of loop. I don't even know where I am.
Well, we might all still be in the Matrix, and some crazy.
The Matrix are lizard
experience.
people. I forget.
Did y'all ever watch that movie? It was kind of like the Lizard People, but came out in the 80s. And
They live.
yes.
Okay, I got the trilogy for that one. They live. They exist. They die. See how I did that at the end?
Yeah, but Roddy Piper's gone.
No, it would have to be a total reboot, not a remake, but a reboot.
No.
If y'all want a fun
Reboot.
reboot,
Or
you
Das Boot.
want a funny movie? We just saw Jay and Silent Bob reboot. It just came out.
Was it good?
Hilarious. They make fun of they made fun of themselves so much in this movie.
Oh, is it them doing a reboot?
It's them, yeah. Little skinny Kevin Smith.
Oh, that's bizarre.
Yeah, and I mean he's still got the big jacket, but they really, and it's got some touching scenes again, some emotional scenes, I'll say, because that doesn't go well when I mention Brokeback Mountain. Can't say touching. It plays upon the importance of fathers. I'll just say that.
So is this like out on video or something? Because
Yeah, well,
theaters are closed.
I saw it on Amazon Prime.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, come on. I mean, no, it's going to be dumb because his last couple movies are, have been kind of, really not hitting the mark. But this one is hilarious. Everyone comes back from his previous films.
They have Chris Rock.
Except
13th
him.
Apostle.
Except
Rufus, the 13th Apostle.
Rufus. Ow, I got a headache. Matt Damon
Rufus.
back. Ben Affleck is back.
Saw it on what?
What's that?
Where did you say you saw it?
Amazon Prime, I believe.
Amazon Prime. Like I see the Blu-ray, but I don't want the Blu-ray. Oh, watch now. All right.
Uh-huh. Jay and
2019.
and they get into the whole what's a reboot, what's a remake.
Okay, so this is last year, I guess. I can't remember.
Right, but it's his latest film. And it's well worth the watch if you like the films.
I might watch this as soon as Oh yeah. Oh, Chris Rock was in the. Yeah, that's right. He wasn't playing. Who was his character in that one?
In
George Lucas is gonna be pissed.
Yep.
Yeah, what's funny is there's a scene where he who's in, it's like on a skateboard and he knocks a bunch of people over in a back lot. And years later I saw a thing about this lady who was a stunt woman. She was supposed to be a stunt woman for well, no, she wasn't Xena, but there was some other actress she was supposed to double, but it ended up falling through. And she was trying to break into stunts here in the States, but she actually did some stuff for that. They showed him doing that scene from the stunt person point of view. It was pretty funny. Pretty interesting, but I don't remember who her name is.
Question: are they going to have a delay in all the movies because of this corona? Like, have they said anything about it?
They're saying that, the Bond film has been delayed. What else?
Well, and I've got a video I meant to shoot today, but I didn't get a chance to. But I have the article still up that the Snyder Cut has also been delayed because of Corona. So, well, maybe they'll fix the Wonder Woman movie while we're waiting, because apparently it's doing very, very horribly in test screenings.
So they've already wrapped that one. They're going to just do reshoots as they normally do.
Maybe, but it sounds like it's in the Rise of Skywalker territory.
Boy,
did y'all like the Wonder Woman movie?
Loved it.
No.
Awesome.
Yeah, I did.
I did.
I also like Knives Out. Did you hear that from the beginning? That was actually a pretty fun movie.
Yeah, I may have to watch it. I mean, Jamie Lee Curtis is in it, and she's still hot.
She looks like James Lee Curtis.
Yeah, she looks awful.
Jimmy Lee Curtis.
Look, she's in her late 50s or 60s or whatever.
She's
early 60s.
Yeah, gotta be. She'll never recreate that role in True Lies.
Oh yeah,
I killed them, but they were all bad.
Yeah, they were all bad. Yeah, I didn't like Wonder Woman. I liked it better than my wife did, but I didn't understand why I didn't like it until, I don't know, a month or so later when I was talking to somebody about it. And they were, and I wasn't trying to convince them that their opinion was wrong, that they loved the movie. I was just like, I was trying to understand why I didn't like it so much. And it was because she wasn't the hero. The heroic sacrifice was made by Steve Trevor, and I didn't fully realize it until after I was discussing it with someone, and then I was pissed. I was like, I can't believe they did that. There should have been some sort of transitional thing. And I think they should have let Ares escape. I think that should have been the thing that kind of drove her, and then had a second one based off of that. Like she's chasing him for like 3 or 4 movies. Because he was right. He kills him, she kills him, and zip happens.
I mean, she was 100% better than Miss Marvel.
What?
She was 100% better than Miss Marvel.
Oh, then Miss Marvel. Oh, Captain Marvel. Yeah,
Yeah, Captain
translator for tonight.
Miss Marvel will be on the Disney Plus. Well, he keeps switching between DC and Marvel, and I lost my.
Wait, well, you set the rules of the DC Marvel universe. Getting together.
I know. We still haven't really, well,
Come on, Boomer.
I know.
All right.
So you guys don't think that'll save everything? Well, anyway. Well, we've been at it 90 minutes. Are you guys ready to say goodnight?
Yes.
I'm ready to say goodnight. So who played Amy in Chasing Amy?
Well, it wasn't Amy.
That really wasn't her name?
No, that was like a kind of a metaphor.
Says Allison Jones. Alyssa
Right.
Jones.
Alyssa Jones. Finger cuffs. She makes an appearance here, too.
Finger cuffs.
Finger cuffs.
Well, there's a Chinese finger cuffs or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Don't
Wow,
COVID it. Come on.
Wow, dude. She's just a few weeks younger than you are because she's January of 68.
Right. Everyone's younger than me.
I didn't realize she was that old.
Well,
Wow.
what are
Good
you trying
times.
to say?
She's 5.5 months younger, or 5 months, 20 days older than I am. I'm
Hey,
not trying to say anything. I'm just
You're a
making an observation.
68er as well, my man.
I know. And I'm married a 69er. And on that, we'll say goodnight.
Yeah, so did I. One.
All right. So Prime, say goodnight.
Well, I'd like to say goodnight to all the COVIDers, non-COVIDers, and those that are about to get the COVIDus. Have a good night.
All right. I was supposed to say, and this has been episode 121 of the Fan Cast. I can't believe it's going on for this long. And if you guys have suggestions on how we can improve this show, please email us at thefancast@gmail.com. And Tommy?
I'm pretty sure I was on episode 56.
Wow. You've been here a long time, man.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody. Please stop buying all the toilet paper. I'm running low.
And the Appalachian American, go ahead and sign us out and say all of your favorite things.
I really hope none of the women out there have long fingernails because with this toilet paper shortage, if you shake their hand, you might get doo-doo on it.
No shaking of hands. That's against the rules.
6
The
feet.
federales are going to come down on you.
2
And after we cut off the air, I want to know how come we didn't have mass arrests on Monday. You guys lied to me. All right. Good night.